design. The 8.3-inch Liquid Retina display is now longer and skinnier than the old models, offering a better gaming and media consumption experience. The iPad Mini 5 had a more traditional 4:3 display, which caused some content to letterbox. It has a 2266p by 1488p display at 326 pixels per inch. The laminated screen makes content appear closer to the surface, so using the Apple Pencil will feel more natural. The flat-sided design brings about a few modern features for the iPad Mini that previously weren't possible. For example, the Apple Pencil 2 can attach to the side for pairing and charging. Another benefit of the flat-sided design is magnetic cases. While there isn't a smart connector for keyboard accessories, the iPad Mini 6 still has a magnet system for attaching folio cases and other accessories. Since the Apple Pencil is nearly the length of the iPad Mini's long side, the volume buttons had to be relocated to the top. The side opposite the Apple Pencil docking point wouldn't work either because the buttons would interfere with magnetic cases like the Smart Folio. Apple positions the iPad Mini as a notepad-style device, not a laptop replacement like other iPad models. That means there's no official keyboard case, but that hasn't stopped third-party manufacturers from experimenting with the tiny device. Popular keyboard casemaker,
The wide
Bridge,
camera
has
on the
produced
iPad
keyboards
Mini
for
is
the
a
iPad
1.2
Mini
MP
before,
sensor
and
with
it
True
likely will
Tone
again.
Flash, Smart HDR3, and 4K recording capabilities. It can take photos of similar quality to the iPad Air 4, but the A15 processor has a better image signal processor. The real story with the iPad Mini is its 1.2 MP ultra-wide selfie camera. Thanks to the center stage function, the camera can now follow the user's face wherever it is in the frame. Center stage was introduced as a feature for the 2021 iPad Pro, and it intelligently uses the wide angle of the camera to pan and fit your face or others as they enter the field of view. This keeps FaceTime calls centered on the user's face. A15 Bionic processor. The iPad Mini 6 uses the same A15 processor as the iPhone 13. Early benchmarks show that the chip is slightly downclocked in the iPad Mini, 2.9 GHz versus 3.2 GHz, but the effect on performance is negligible. The GPU is 80% faster, making games and graphics applications run much better than before. Since it is a 5-core GPU, it uses the same version found in the iPhone 13 Pro. Apple doesn't update the iPad Mini every year, so it opted for the top-of-the-line A-series processor to prevent premature aging out. The A15 Bionic is more than powerful enough to run any modern iPad app or game without any issue and will continue to do so for some time. Other upgrades. USB-C means more accessories are cross-compatible between your iPad Mini and Mac. External SSDs, keyboards, docks, and more can be connected with this universal cable. The USB 3.1 Gen 1 port supports up to 5 GB per second of data transfer and DisplayPort 1.2 video out to monitors. There are 5G capabilities in the iPad Mini that enable fast downloads over cellular. Apple didn't include the mmWave 5G bands, so users should expect only the sub-6 GHz speeds. Apple says the iPad Mini has a 19.3 watt-hour battery that offers up to 10 hours of web surfing or watching videos. Battery drain results will depend on what applications are used throughout the day. Something unique about the iPad Mini's form factor sets it apart from the other iPad models. Even though the design debuted in the 2018 iPad Pro, it feels futuristic and desirable in the smaller package. The starlight color is interesting to behold in any lighting situation, and the lightweight means users are less likely to drop it. Another interesting design point is the volume buttons. They are on the top of the iPad Mini and are agnostic to orientation. Even though it has taken on design aspects of the iPad Pro, it still isn't a Pro tablet. You'll be able to perform most tasks that an iPad Pro can perform, albeit slower. The tiny display doesn't offer much in the way of multitasking either. The pixel-dense display makes text and iconography appear smaller than on other displays. In some situations, text can become difficult to read for some, but luckily iPadOS 15 enables per-app text size options. The LED backlight on the iPad mini 6 will not compare well to the OLED found in the iPhone 13 or the mini LED of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, but it still looks great in most situations. The lightweight is a boon for long video viewing sessions, making for a great media consumption device. One anomaly users noticed is jelly scrolling, a screen refresh lag as a user swiftly scrolls through content. However, this isn't a defect or poor design, it is a result of the screen technology used in the iPad mini. Users who are used to 120 Hz displays are more likely to notice the phenomenon than others. The iPad mini draws obvious comparisons to the Amazon Kindle lineup due to its size. We consider the iPad mini perfect for reading, but the Kindle Paperwhite is still the king of outdoor reading thanks to the e-ink display.